Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to episode 158 of the FAB and Fearless Business Booster Short Show. My name is Yinka. I am a business strategist, a coach, a speaker, and an incoming author. And I support women to create wealth in and through their businesses by helping them to focus on what matters most for the business, which is cash flow and strategy, and what matters most for the business owner, which is mindset and habits. It is my pleasure and privilege to welcome you to this 158th episode of the Booster Shot Show, where each week at 1:30 p.m. UK time on a Wednesday, I come to you with a short, sharp shot to boost both you and your business with one powerful truth and one actionable tip. And if you can see and hear me over on my social platforms, either on LinkedIn, YouTube, or Facebook, feel free to jump into the chat, come and say hello, and let's let the platforms know that the party has started. Hi, Yinka, lovely to see you, and thank you so much for letting me know that you can see me live over on my LinkedIn platforms. It is so lovely to have you here, awesome lady. Thank you so much for joining me live. Hello, fabulous Sharon. Thank you so much for letting me know that YouTube is doing the magic. Welcome, Jackie. Thank you so much, ladies, for watching me over on YouTube. I appreciate you so much. I'll take a moment to check that we are live over on Facebook, and then I will share more on the topic for the day, which is the doing that's botching your cash flow. Thank you, Jackie, for letting me know that we are live over on Facebook. Ladies, how's the sound? Let me know how the sound is doing. I am in a very eclectic, I'm actually in a giant phone booth. So I just want to know that it's quite echoey for me, but I'm not sure if you are also hearing that reverberation. So just let me know how the sound sounds for you, and then we will rock and roll. If it's only echoey for me, that's absolutely fine. I will roll with it. If it's also echoey for you, then I will see what I can do about the acoustics where I am. But in the meantime, ladies, please do some of the following. Number one, let me know on a scale of 1 to 10 how you are feeling today. 1 is, oh my gosh, Yinka, things could not be any worse. 10 is, wow, Yinka, things could not be any better. Woo, woo. Let me know on a scale of 1 to 10 how you're doing. Number 2 is hit reshare. Let the platforms know that there's a little party over here, and hit reshare. Thank you, Nzinga, for letting me know that the sound is okay. I have been in the phone booth before. Thanks for letting me know that YouTube is a little echoey. I suspect that they're all picking up different sounds through the platform, but that's cool. I will definitely see if, for example, I'm going to see if I let a little bit of the sound out, if there's slightly less echo on that basis. But yes, I have been in that phone booth before. Good looking out, Jackie. So yes, ladies coming in, Jackie's a 9, Sharon's a 7, and Zinga is a strong 9 too. So yeah, hit reshare and let the algos know that there's some magic in this space, but also tag a friend, tag an incredible woman in business that you know makes magic, does real good in the world, and could definitely do with making sure that the action that she is taking is not botching her cash flow. Tag her into this video, and then if she is live on the platforms at this time, she can obviously watch us right now. But if not, then she has the opportunity to be part of Team #Replay. Hello, Nicole. So lovely to have you in the room with us right now. So great to have you in the spaces. So ladies, we are talking about the doing that's botching your cash flow. Hi, Jennifer. Lovely to see you. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this particular topic today is because cash flow is what we like to call the most liquid. Cash is the most liquid part of money. So there's a saying that I use quite often to help people to understand the difference. And you know, I say it, but it is true that while all cash is money, not all money is cash. So while all cash is money, not all money is cash. And so there are parts of cash that don't relate to all parts of money. And so, as I said, cash is the most liquid, it is the most active, it is the most spendable, ubiquitous part of the money spectrum. And so it is a function of action. You get cash when you take action. Let me know that that's really clear, that you fully understand that not all money is cash. There are, bearer bonds, there are, promissory notes. There are many different types of instruments that function in the money category, and cash is one of those categories. And so the reason I'm sharing that is because if you want to make more cash, you are going to have to take the right actions. But therein lies the point, because people get into the doing mode. Yes, I want more cash. Woo, woo, cash for the win. Woo, woo, show me the money. They get super excited about the fact that they've understood the connection between taking the action and making the money, or bringing in the cash. But the reason why I really need us to have a really clear understanding of exactly this particular topic is because not all doing helps your cash flow. I talk about one powerful truth and one actionable tip every single week. And the one powerful truth that I really need you to get under your belt, into your mind, top of the board, like imprinted on the inside of your brain, is not everything that builds your business builds your cash flow. I'm going to say that again. Not everything that builds your business builds your cash flow. So there are many things that build your business, and there are many things that build your cash flow. Well, there aren't actually many things. There are two core things that build your cash flow. But there are 101 things that build your business. And so it's really important that we understand that there is doing that we can do that really does help us to build our cash flow. And then there's doing that we can do that can absolutely botch our cash flow, can undermine our cash flow, and still go ahead and build the business. Let me know in the chat that you are picking up what I'm putting down, that this is really clear to you, that the distinction that I am making makes sense to you. And the reason why it's so important to understand this is because doing absolutely is required for cash flow. But I see over and over again people doing the wrong doing for cash flow. And that is because not everything that builds your business builds your cash flow. Just let me know in the chat. It's coming through a little bit slow for me here, so I'm just going online, that this is coming in super clear, and you have this really clear understanding that there are actions that you can take. And from a Venn diagram perspective, the things that build your business will fill up the whole screen, and the things that build your cash flow possibly are like this little tiny circle here. It is so important that we understand. And why am I telling you this, ladies and gents? Because the last thing I want you to be is busy and broke. And the fact is that if you spend all your time doing all the things in all the places, but you do not take the actions that actually build your cash flow, then that is exactly what you will be. You will be busy because you're doing the things, but you will be broke because you are not doing the things that actually build your cash flow. And so ultimately you will end up doing things that botch the cash flow. And so the reason why I'm sharing this is because we are in a time, and there's been waves ever since I came into business. I've been in business a very, very long time, but ever since I've been working on this business over the last 4 or 5 years, there's been different waves. And right now we are in the supercharged AI age. And I am seeing so many people like literally freaking out about, what do I need to do? And, how is this going to change everything? How is this going to, revolutionize, business and what have you? And I think it's an incredibly powerful question. And what I also want you to understand is that the fundamentals of business are human nature fundamentals that have never changed since the beginning of time. AI is not coming to change the fact that if you have no cash flow, you have no business. Anybody who's an AI expert who's listening to the sound of my voice right now and is thinking to themselves, this woman is chatting breeze. She has she has no idea what she's talking about. Please jump into the chat. Please disagree with me. I am never ever too cool for school. And if I'm if I'm wrong, I'll hold up my hands. I'll come back here next week and I'll tell you I was wrong. But AI, before the wave of AI, we had the wave of online. We've had the wave of connection. We've had wave after wave after wave of different ways of engaging in business. But business fundamentals are human fundamentals. And there isn't going to be a wave or a trend that changes that. Why? Because trends come and go, but principles endure. Principles last way longer and are true no matter the trend. And yes, there are definitely ways to accelerate principles and amplify principles, but the principles are still the principles. I'm not going for how many times can I say the word principles in a minute. What I'm trying to get across to you, ladies and gents, is the fact that what is true remains true no matter what the trend says. Human nature has never changed. We are hardwired for connection. AI is not going to change that. We are not, business fundamentals are human fundamentals. And people ain't changing that much. People be peopling, as I like to say. That doesn't change anything. I love what Nzinga here has put in the chat. AI ain't out here to steal our money. It's revolutionizing how we do things. Exactly that. AI is here to enhance. AI is here to support. There is no takeover. And again, you may well be hearing the sound of my voice and thinking that's probably because you don't really understand AI that much. You're like, I am not an AI expert. If you ever hear me say that I am, then know that I've probably been hacked. I'm not an AI expert and I have no intention of being so. But what I do want you to know is every trend that comes along gives an opportunity for us to really get better at the things that we do and the ways in which we serve and support the people who we are here to help. But what it doesn't do is change what is principle and change what is human nature. Hi, Joe. Lovely to see you. And so the doing that is botching your cash flow is the doing that you think is helping that is actually not. And let's see what is on that list. Like I said before, there is a long list of things that absolutely help you to build your business, building your brand, networking, social media, going out there, public speaking, ensuring that, researching, improving and developing your products and services. These are all things that build your business. These are absolutely things that build your business. The list of things that can, and I say can because it's not always must, but the list of things that can build your business is very, very long. The list of things that build your cash flow is exactly 2 items short. And so the thing I really want to draw your attention to and why I'm sharing this and why I'm so passionate about this is because we think that because something is building our business, we're being seen by the right people and more people are seeing our message. We are delivering a better product. We tell ourselves that it's building our cash flow. And I want to let you know that that may or may not be the case. There are only 2 things. They are called cash flow critical activities. They are the 2 things that build your cash flow. Underneath those, you have cash flow preparation and cash flow generation activities. That helps to put you and your business in the position to generate cash and to prepare to receive cash and to actually generate it. They're the list of things that build your cash flow. The other things on the list absolutely can build your business. However, what actually botches your cash flow? Botch means spoil, scupper, mess it up. What actually messes it up is when you think you're doing something that builds your cash flow and it doesn't actually. That's the doing that botches your cash flow because you are spending time doing something and not receiving the outcome that you are expecting from the action you're taking. Is that clear, ladies and gents? So it isn't just the action, it's the fact that you thought that it was helping. That's where the botching comes in, because quite frankly, if you know what creates your cash flow and you know what actually helps you bring more cash in, puts you in front of more clients, and you're clear about the outcomes and the clarity that you have is accurate, then it can't botch it, because you already know when you are doing something that builds your cash flow and when you're not. You know exactly what's going on. And the biggest challenge is that most people don't know what's going on. They think they're doing something and they're actually doing something else. And so the reason why I'm closing the door because the other people in the space tend to like to talk and chatter on the stairwells, and they very much like to bring loud noises and loud laughter. But the reason why I'm sharing this is because I don't want anyone to be confused. I don't want anyone to think that they're doing something and they're not actually doing it. And that is one of the definitions that I have used around the idea of the word faff. If you were on my LinkedIn or Facebook socials yesterday, you will see that I put up a definition card of the word faff because of this. So tonight, I am running my very last live free masterclass in my business. Definitely for the foreseeable, and possibly for even longer. But it is called Stop Guessing, Stop Faffing, and Make Your Cash Flow. I'm so excited. We are going live at 6:30 p.m. UK time, which is 1:30 p.m. Eastern, or 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard. But the reason why I'm so excited to share these insights, apart from the fact that it is one hell of a masterclass, even if I do say so myself, I'm actually going to be talking about the guessing and the faffing that goes on a consistent basis when it comes to being in business. So many people, instead of actually running their businesses, they are guessing what needs to happen in order to actually make money, and they are faffing around and completely procrastinating or taking action that is botching their cash flow. And I don't want that to be you. I don't want that to be you. I don't want you to be confused. I don't want you thinking that you're doing what you're not actually doing. And so I am super excited for the masterclass today. I absolutely am so excited to share these new insights and to really support so many people to really have a clear understanding about exactly what is going on as it relates to the actions that they are taking in their business. And so if you want to join us, I have dropped the registration link in the chat. I don't know what platforms it comes up on. So I'm just hoping that at least, LinkedIn, Facebook will have the opportunity to see the link that I just posted. Ladies in my spaces, if you have access to the link or if that came up, feel free to repost it just to enable other people to see it too. And I'm calling as many incredible women as possible. Apparently it's gone onto Facebook and YouTube, so please come along. Come along. This is the last time we're running a free masterclass in the business, definitely for the foreseeable. And what we're going to do is we're going to dig deep. We're going to talk about why we choose to guess when it comes to our money, when it comes to creating cash flow in our business, why we faff, why we choose not to do the things that actually get us the results that we want. There are reasons for it. And as James Baldwin powerfully reminds us, while not everything that is faced can be changed, nothing can be changed until it is faced. So we are going to be facing why it is that we are spending time not doing the things we need to do to create the cash we want to get. There are some really powerful psychological tools, and I'm going to be sharing 3 simple, not sexy. I cannot promise you sexy, but I can promise you 3 simple steps that you need to take to make more money in your bank account, in your business today, without needing to go viral, without having to have, ads or a huge audience, and without having to guess. I am literally just going to make it easy for you because I'm going to tell you exactly what those 3 steps are. And if you're hearing the sound of my voice and you're like, oh, that sounds cool, but I've been to masterclasses before, and you get there and they make these really big promises, and then they end up telling you their rags to riches story for 45 minutes. You don't actually learn anything. What I want you to know is that you've probably never been to one of mine. You've probably never been to one of mine, because that is literally not the vibe. Anyone who comes to a Yinka masterclass comes away with practical tools, with powerful steps, with mental shifts that begin to give you the opportunity to create a whole new reality when it comes to your business, your bank account, and your life. The ladies in the chat who have been to a Yinka masterclass, let me know. Put it in the chat. How have you found them? The free masterclasses, the paid. How have you found those masterclasses? One of the things I love most is that even people who continue to work in my containers and who are already my clients, they come back to the masterclasses because that's how much value there is in there. I do not hold back. I do not gatekeep. I do not tell you like 8 different things. But it is not that vibe. It is not that vibe. It is a vibe to make sure that you have what you need in order to really get clear about being able to make the shifts that you want to create the life that you want. And so the one powerful truth, as I said earlier in the broadcast, was that not everything that builds your business builds your cash flow. You are going to need to be super clear about the difference between the two. And so the one actionable tip that I have for you today, well, I say one. Number 1, if you have not already registered to join this evening's masterclass, what are we waiting for? What are we actually waiting for? This is not a class you are going to want to miss, because I assure you, because it is the last one, there is a little bit of magic. There is brand new content. These are things I have never said. The words that have never left my mouth in that order before in the history of my life. So I can assure you that even if we work together, you are going to hear things that are new, that are different, and help you to take action in a different way. We did not come to chat. We came to make a difference. And so if you haven't already registered for the masterclass, get on it, please. The fabulous ladies and I have put the registration link in the chat here. Jump in there, get in, and invite a friend. Ladies, share it amongst your networks. Things are definitely better with friends. And as you can see, ladies, there are so many things that we can do that ultimately cash flow. We do not want botched cash flow for our business. So anyone you care about, any woman that you know that is creating magic in her business and yet is not seeing the cash commensurate with that magic, and could definitely do with stepping it up and being given the opportunity to create even more and better, then let her know, give her the link, let her be able to sign up too and join us in just a few hours at 6:30 p.m. UK time, which is just coming into 4.5 hours time from now. The masterclass is today. If you've got other things doing, that is cool, but you may want to reschedule other things. You may want to make sure that you are in the room, because the magic happens when you get the opportunity to come in live. But ladies, the reason why I'm sharing this today is because you do not want to be taking action. You want to take needle moving action. You want to take impactful, effective action. And not all action is built the same. Not all action is built the same. Not everything that builds your business builds your cash flow. So, ladies and gents, that is everything I wanted to share today. I hope that this has been such a useful insight for you. I hope that you will take the opportunity to come and join us at 6:30 p.m. UK time. And I hope that this has been super helpful for you. Please, now you've had the opportunity to hear it, feel free to tag a friend and let her join team #replay because it will be so great for so many more women to have the opportunity to take impactful action, needle moving action, not cash flow botching actions. So with that in mind, ladies and gents, take care. Have a fabulous rest of your day. For those of you who are absolutely excited to see me in just a couple of hours on the masterclass, I'm so looking forward to seeing you too. But in the meantime, take care, have a good one, and I will see you in the spaces. Take care, see you soon. Bye-bye.